Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Strive to Survive. So, I think the way I'm going to do these episodes is I'm going to start with what we've done off camera, and then we'll start working on the current project, and then we'll do a wrap up and what I plan to work on off camera um, before I do the next episode. So, you can see I've done a little bit of changes. This is actually the same texture pack, but I've installed Optifine. That way I can get some better frame rate out of my PC. My PC is not really bad, but for some reason it kind of chokes Minecraft, so Optifine seems to fix that. So I'll put a link in the description of the video if you guys want to install that. It just goes over top of all your other stuff, so and it's pretty nice. But unfortunately in this texture pack it does kind of change the way the glass looks, and it also changes the way the connected textures for the trees work. You know, I showed you if you have 4 tree stumps in a square how it was one big tree trunk. Well, Optifine changes that back, unfortunately, but the performance gain that you get from not having or from having Optifine installed makes it well worth it. So but really what I've been working on off camera, one of my friends actually jumped on the server with me and was helping me do some mining, and actually helped me get some sand from a desert. So, and let's see, and you can see we've got another portal now. So first let's take a look at the resources that we gathered, and I'll introduce, his name's actually Matt, and I'm going to introduce him in a little cutaway here. And today, we have someone making a guest appearance. One of my subscribers, Matt. Say hi.
Oh, what's up?
So, Matt has agreed to help me do some branch mining and gather some resources. And I really appreciate that, so thanks for helping out.
No problem, man.
So, we're going to do some mining here. Hopefully, we won't run into any more silverfish. But if we do, we're both prepared. We got iron armor on. We've both got swords, so
Yes, sir.
yeah, we'll make it. We'll make it work. So, all right, guys, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. But anyways, back to the resources that we've gathered. So, we went and gathered all of this sand from a desert that we found, and all of these trees. So, I'm really appreciative of him for helping me get on and do that. That would have taken me a while by myself. So, also we gathered all this netherrack because we've obviously been down in the nether. And the reason we went down there was the closest desert was about 1,500 blocks or so away. So we've made another portal to kind of connect them. So I'll show you guys that real quick, and then we'll jump into today's project. So you can see we've got a way to get out here with a little iron door. That way we can get out at this level. But basically, we've got this little... it's not really a fast travel system, it's a faster travel system. Eventually I'm going to put some a minecart track in, and that'll make this a lot shorter. But I think the coordinates for this are like, let's see, I want to say -211 on the x-axis and 216 on the y-axis, or the z-axis. So right now we're in the ceiling of the nether, and we've taken the time to put cobble down, so you know it's a little bit nicer, but this will all be improved later on. I'm going to run to the end of this path, guys, and then once I get there I'll get you the exact coordinates. We'll check out the desert biome and what's close to it, and then we'll start the project. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back. We're almost at the end of this run. And I'm going to explain real quickly how to set up a fast travel system. Basically, what you do to do this is you find the coordinates on the overworld that you want to be at. Whatever they are, divide them by 8, and that is the coordinates you will get down in the nether. So in this case, our nether coordinates are 211 on the x-axis, -203 on the z-axis. Obviously the portal's up a little bit, it's actually at negative 206. But how you would do this is you would build this portal in the nether, light it, but don't go through it. That way the portal is there. Then you would go to the place in the overworld that matches the coordinates that you want, build another portal, light it, and come through it, and that will connect these two portals. So I've already done that. If we go through here, it's going to take us out to our desert, and you'll see the coordinates are exactly 8 times. We're at 1693 and negative 1653, which is 8 times what it was in the nether. But yeah, so this is the closest desert that I found, guys. And it's pretty nice because, well, when it loads up you'll be able to see it. But it's pretty nice because it's surrounded by a different variety of trees that we don't have back at our base. We've got the dark oak. We've got some mushrooms over here you can see. There's a birch forest, which we have birch back at base, but it's just easier to use the forest. But and there's actually a flower plains over here, so we can get flowers and whatever we need. So it's a pretty nice location. But yeah, we've just been kind of going through here. You saw all the sand we gathered, and this is where we got all our wood as well. So alright guys, I'm going to meet you back at base, and we're going to get the first project started. See you in a bit. And I have everything that we need to build one of these piston doors. So, if you guys have been noticing, everywhere that I've planned on putting these doors, I've been doing something like this. Everywhere else is 4 high, this is 3 high, it's got these nice little things on the side. So, and I've been making the walls 3 thick. For a good reason, that's to hide the piston apparatus. So obviously the floor is not going to stay like this, so I'm not too concerned with what we make this look like for now. But I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. You're going to need redstone, pressure plates. I'm using the stone pressure plates just because it's going to look nicer in my end design. You could use the wood ones if you want it. You'll need sticky pistons. You'll need a wood of your choice for the actual door. You'll need redstone torches, and for the locking version of this door you'll need redstone repeaters. For the standard version you will not. So if you don't want to make it lock, you don't need the redstone repeaters. You'll also need levers for the locking version, but the lever's pretty easy. I think it's just, yeah, so we'll grab a lever. But yeah, let's get started guys. So first you're going to take and dig out, well, we're going to eventually need to dig 2 down. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to hit the roof of the other area, which I did, but I didn't break through, so we're okay. You need to dig out where you want to put the door 3 deep. And see, the problem here is I've ran into our stairwell, which is not such a good thing. So this one's going to be a more complicated one. We might actually have to bump this one in this direction just to make this work. And let me do that real quick guys. This was a horrible one to start on apparently. But yeah, I'll bump this over in 1 because you want to have 3 over and then the wall so that no one can see the redstone workings. So obviously this is only 3 total. It needs to be 4. So I'll move everything over 1 notch and we'll be all set. So give me a second guys and I'll catch back up with you. Okay guys, so that was an easy enough fix. I'll come along and make this pretty later, but basically I moved that all over 1 so that we can go 3 deep here. So that's 1, 2, 3. There's the wall. You can see that'll all get fixed later, but for the purposes of the demonstration, dig down here, and that's also not good. This door is just horribly placed, but I'll make it work. So let's see what's actually down here. I think that's our furnace, so we can make this work. And the easiest way to do this is going to be just to put a cap here. So see, that's part of this project. I mean, all these other doors are going to be easy because there's obviously nothing below us here. We don't need to worry about going up. So I picked the hardest door first on purpose to show you guys that there is ways to work around problems. So if we just go like that, put a nice little cap on this. I'll put one over there and over there, obviously, at the end. But yeah, now no one's going to be able to tell that there's redstone above that. So, and up from this angle, we can easily place our redstone on that and not have to worry. So, now we're ready to go. So the first step is to place a single block on this back wall. And you know what? Let me grab some dirt real quick. We don't need our sword out. Just so I'm not falling down in that hole. We'll dig that out in a second. You need to put a block there. On top of the block, you need to place a piece of redstone. So we've got our redstone up there. Below the block, you need to place a redstone torch. So you can see that redstone torch is powered. This block is now powered from the redstone torch, and that piece of redstone on top is also powered. So when we place our sticky pistons in, they should all push out. This one might be a little bit tricky. There we go. So that's what you want. You want them to extend and be even with the wall. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 deep. You'll place a block with a piece of redstone on top, redstone torch underneath. So that's all powered. Take your sticky pistons, 1, 2, 3. So there is the piston part of this done. Now we'll dig this out. Okay, so we need to place our pressure plates now to activate this. Obviously now if I step on them, nothing happens. And we want to go on each side of the door, so yeah, obviously nothing happens. We need to hook them up using redstone. So go out there, we'll fix that later. For now, I'm just going to put a piece of cobble there. And if you don't pick this door to start, guys, you won't have all these issues. So this is the non-locking version of this door, so it's pretty simple. We'll get rid of that block. You're actually going to need to get rid of that block. And let me make sure I'm doing this right, but basically just hook up all of this like that. You'll need to get rid of that block there, which is going to complicate things, but for now, there we go. And then you'll need to knock out this block under the piston. So on this side, there we go, we're under the piston. So if we put redstone there, redstone there, redstone here, redstone here. Now we just need to get out of here, which is easier said than done, but if I place that like that, put that down, go like that, pretty it all up, all the redstone's hidden. So there we go. You can see that will draw back like that, and we can fill in that now. And then let's go and grab our spruce wood, because that's what we're going to use for our door. 1, 2, 3. So we've got our door up. We step on the pads, it opens, then it closes. On the other side, it opens, closes. Don't stand in the middle, or you'll get crushed. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So that is the non-locking version of this door. So yeah, I think it works pretty well. If you, like I said, don't pick this version, you won't have all these issues that I had. Or not this version, but that location. Obviously, I just gotta take the roof down a little bit here and fix this up. I can even put like a half slab or something there, and that'll fix that problem. So I'm going to do that part off camera, guys, and then I'm going to show you guys how to make a locking version of this for the front door. Because obviously, with the version that we have, if I was a creeper, I could come along, step on that pad, and then get an entrance to our base. So we don't want them to be able to do that. We want to have the ability to lock it, so that once we're in the base, we could flip a switch and the creeper can't get in, and we could stand here and stare at him and laugh. So that's what I'm going to work on next, guys. give me a second and I'll catch right back up with you. Okay guys, so we're back. I've fixed that door up. It's working perfectly up there. I just did some stairs, upside down stairs there, and then some half slabs here. Kind of adds to the whole disintegrator motif. So I don't think it looks bad. Maybe there's other ways to do this. We could have dropped the ceiling a level. I could have dug one up when I was originally designing the base, but I didn't. So we worked around it, and it all works. So that's what's important. I need to make some sticky pistons, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some of our slime. I've already made some pistons, and I'm just going to make those real quick. So basically just put your pistons in, put your slime ball in. They got to be one on top of the other. We need 6 of those to do the project, and we'll put the rest of these slime balls away. And we're going to go do the front door. So we won't need these doors anymore. There we go. We got our doors back. We won't need that or that. So essentially this is going to be the exact same initial format. You go 3 deep in the wall in each direction. As you can see, since I picked the hardest door first, this one's relatively simple. There's not going to be any hidden obstacles. Another thing that we're going to need is some pressure plates, but I'll go grab those in a second. So we're going to dig 2 down here, fill that in with dirt just so that we can place this stuff. And we need our redstone torch. We've got everything we need. So block of cobble, redstone on top, redstone on top, redstone torch underneath, which powers it. Place your sticky pistons. 1, 2. That one's kind of tricky, but 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to dig down again. I know I shouldn't be digging with an axe, but I'm doing it anyways. Let's see. So we need to get... Now I'm just using a pick. Look at this. Never the right tool. But anyways, on each side, it's the same basic setup. There's just one catch. So you stairway that up to the piston. Stairway that side up to the piston. And all you're going to change in this design, you're going to put your redstone like that. And I should probably remove that dirt and put stone there, but you're going to put a piece of redstone under the piston to power it. You're going to put a repeater right there and right there. And that's the big change here, because we're going to use these repeaters to actually lock the circuit. So dig ourselves out here, and you need to dig out these blocks as well. You're going to place another repeater facing into that repeater on each side, and those ones are what's going to feed our lever, and the lever will lock the circuit open. So we need to, just for the sake of simplicity here, you need to connect these two. Make sure not to just run right here, because otherwise it will connect in like that, and that will not work. Now we need to figure out where we're going to put our lever and feed this. So we can actually go, and guys, I'll be replacing this floor anyways, so this is not a big deal for me. I think I want the lever to be somewhere over here. So if I knock out that block and place that like that, the only trick to this is going to be this block here cannot be a full slab, because that'll break the redstone. We'll have to make it a half slab of whatever we choose. So another way to do this, I mean, obviously then I could put the lever here, but there's several ways to do this. So if I do it like that, you can see that will lock the circuit, and if we stepped on the pressure plates that are out here, it would not open. So that's the premise behind this. Another way would be to go like this and use a redstone torch, which I don't have any of, so let's just go that way for now, guys. Put that block back, because that's actually what the wall's going to look like. And whoa, that is a witch. So apparently she doesn't know I'm here. Let's get rid of her real quick. That was really scary. Sorry about that, guys. I cannot believe she didn't start attacking me, to be honest. Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to fix this up a little bit, because that's the design basically done. I need to get some pressure plates, put those in, and then I'll show you guys how this one works. Guys, so I'm back. I've got the pressure plates in. You can see they work. I've decided that I want to have the switch at the second level here instead of the bottom level. So I had to do some creative redstone wiring, and I'm not the best with redstone, so believe me, this took me a little bit, but it works, so that's what's important. This also gets rid of our need to have a half slab right here, since the redstone is just flowing under there. So this is all pretty much done. Nothing's changed under here. We just ran it up here, and I'm just going to step it up these blocks here. So I'm going to fill in this part. And then you could see what I've done here. I have it going up and up around. I had to put a redstone repeater here facing this way, because the signal is going to be coming from the switch here, along here, and then down into here. If I did not place this here, and I just put a piece of redstone, it would loop like that, which I guess could probably work. And then I just take that part out, but I'm playing it cautious. So like I said, not a redstone expert, don't claim to be, but we're going to play around with it this season and see what we can do. I do know that if I place a full block right here, that breaks that signal. So kind of the same issue we were going to have there. So if we put a half slab instead, I want my cobble back, then we could put redstone on top of here. The only problem with that is then it feeds like that, which also might not be a problem. We could probably get rid of all that stuff. So let's do this. Let's break that. So now that redstone's functioning like this. Let's just try it. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. So I didn't think it would. But yeah, so let's put this redstone back. And then instead of placing redstone here, which kind of sort of connects, but not really. Oh no, now I'm down in this hole. Problems. Instead of doing that, we'll just place another repeater here. That way we know the signal is going to come from this right here and go that way. So these repeaters don't have any ticks set on them. And what I mean by a tick is if you right click on it, see how it's moving it closer, that'll set a delay. So there's no delay at all. And they're facing away from us. So then we'll place this one in the wall. We could also place that wall piece there. Put our switch. And now you see our plates don't do anything when we step on them. If we flip the switch the other way, obviously it works. So, and just to make sure, you can see that redstone lights up. So that's it, guys. That's the locking door. There's probably a better way to do it, but like I said, that's how I do it. But I'm gonna make this pretty, so don't worry about this cobble on the floor and all that. I've actually been to a savanna biome and gotten some of this wood here, this acacia, and some saplings. So I'm probably going to use this for the floor. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. That'll probably be an off-camera project. I'll also get in the door for over here and up in the library. So yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks for sticking with me through another redstone project, and now we have locking doors, and everything's great. So you can see this one works too. So yeah, I've also got to make this room a lot nicer. There's a lot of work to be done off camera, guys, so I'm going to get to work on that. This path has to be continued. It's eventually going to hook up with our mine. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys next episode. See you then.